Parlor Cars. Oke.
What's wrong? You look like you were about to say something. Oh, I think I know what you're going to ask. You've come to the right person. Ooh, you want to know more about the Express? I'm glad. After all, it's an important companion of ours. The Astral Express was a tool created by Akivili the Trailblaze, who used it to transport themselves and the Nameless across the galaxy. It is rumored that there are other vehicles like it, but the Express has no such records. When I found the Express, its memory had been severely damaged, with much of its valuable information lost. All I know is that the Express is an aspect of creation built by Akivili themselves and used to travel the cosmos. As for how it was built and how it was damaged, I do not have an answer. The Express is traveling on a route that the Trailblaze once embarked on. The names of some destinations have been lost, but the first and final stops were both at Pagana, Akivili's homeworld. We speculate the Astral Express started its journey from Pagana, stopping at each destination along the way before returning there for its next journey. However, the appearance of the Stellaron has caused a delay at each stop. There's a legend in the galaxy. The heart of Akivili themselves lies in the core of the Astral Express, providing it with the power to travel between worlds. But I found no evidence of that aboard the Express. Besides, the Express existed before the Trailblaze fell. There's no way they could have had two hearts, right? However, it is likely that the Express possesses some sort of mechanism to transfer power from the Trailblaze. It wouldn't be possible with a normal Path Strider. The fallen Eon, deceased Trailblaze. Their passing is still a mystery, but of all the known Eons, Akivili was the closest to mankind. In the databank aboard the Express, it is recorded that they walked among the mortals, adventuring, fighting, and celebrating with them. Although they were an Eon restrained by the Prima Mobile, Akivili enjoyed a freedom similar to us mortals. They were different from most. But their passing came so suddenly that it was thought they were killed by another Eon. I don't believe that to be the case. The galaxy is endlessly vast. I wouldn't know where to begin, especially when you ask me like that so suddenly. I've been to many different worlds, yet I still know very little about the galaxy, simply because it's too vast. As for its nature, there are a few theories that I can share with you. The most popular is probably the Cosmos Tree theory, proposed by Xandar, emanator of erudition and the first member of the Genius Society. He compared the galaxy to an enormous imaginary tree, with its leaves being individual universes. Therefore, only eons who draw their energy from the imaginary and emanators who are blessed by eons can travel through the spaces filled with imaginary energy. That's why planets where civilizations exist are so similar. However, the theory has its flaws. Elias Salas, the 56th member of the Genius Society, invented remote detection, disproving that the imaginary is unique. This shook the foundation of the Cosmos Tree theory. There are other theories as well. The stretching theory, the heat torch theory, and the parallel imaging theory. The Riddlers claim the galaxy is just a dream, and IX's followers seem to like that claim. Eons are the most mysterious beings in the galaxy. All we know is that they ascended from the form of intelligent beings. As for the how and why, even the geniuses over at the Genius Society haven't the slightest clue. Upon ascending to Eonhood, that being gains power over the paths, free to choose the allocation of imaginary energy however they wish, while suffering the restrictions of the primum mobile. The Eon of Destruction seeks only to destroy the universe, while the Eon of Erudition wants to find the answer for all that exists. Meanwhile, the Eon of Preservation continues to forge walls, and the Eon of Enigmata devotes itself to obscuring all that is known. A cloud of mystery shrouds the Eons. I heard Madame Herta recruited a team to try and solve the mysteries about them. Compared to the Eons, the factions are much easier to understand. Mortals with the same objective gather together to practice their understanding of eons and paths. Many eons are unreachable, but the factions are close to us. After Ocuvili trailblazed across the galaxy, people became aware of the existence of other worlds. Gradually, more people started trying to use the power of the eons to travel between worlds. The Interastral Peace Corporation is a good example. They worship Klapoth, the Eon of Preservation, but somehow became the largest economic entity in the galaxy. Another example is the Genius Society. There are no shortages of eccentrics like Madame Herta who dedicate themselves to scientific research under the protection of the Erudition. These factions possess the same power as us to voyage between worlds. It would be hard to travel through the galaxy without them. The birth of an eon gives rise to a path. The nature of the paths remains a mystery, leaving us to draw an analogy in a way that mortals can understand. It's a philosophical concept of sorts. A person is considered to be on a path when their will overlaps with that path. If the person has a strong enough will, they can draw power from that path. Those who can do so are called Pathstriders. Pathstriders possess extraordinary power, but are still insignificant compared to the eons, like a drop of water in a vast ocean. Sometimes eons will bestow a mortal with their power, making them an emanator of that eon. I should mention that once a path is open, it cannot be closed, even with the fall of its eon. That is how we are still able to travel across the stars, despite Ocuvili's passing. Trailblaze is our mission, and the source of strength that powers the Express to travel across the galaxy. Explore the unknown world to continue our journey ahead. You look like you were about to say, oh. Trailblaze is our mission, and the source of strength that powers the Express to travel across the galaxy. Explore the unknown world to continue. Understand the local culture and immerse ourselves within it. Explore the unknown world to continue our journey ahead. Establish a connection with the new world, rejoice with it, and share in its fears. Connect worlds together, carving an endless path.
Ada Well Dex ngobrol di mga Well.
This is your first time experiencing the warp jump, so a little discomfort is unavoidable. If you're really anxious about it, I can stay here and have a chat with you. About everyone on the Express? Who would you like to know about? Dan Hung is a lonely child. He may appear distant and cold, but his heart is kind. Perhaps he's the way he is today because he spent so much time on the run. Sometimes he reminds me of myself when I was young. We don't know what he's running from. He once told me that he didn't know either. All he knew was that something was chasing him and that he had to run away. First from the Cienjo, then the IPC. So he boarded the ship of a troupe called the Morning Actors and escaped the IPC. After a while, he made his way to the Express, and he's stayed here longer than anywhere else. Don't worry. No matter who or what wants to hurt Dan Heng, we won't let them. Those who dare attack members of the Astral Express should be prepared to suffer the wrath of me and Himiko. Did Himiko tell you about March 7th? She was trapped in ice, floating through space. We happened upon her and rescued her. It was a unique type of ice known as six-phased ice, a substance that adheres to imaginary law, meaning that external forces cannot change its form. Whoever sealed her inside the six-phased ice, no matter who it is, did so either to protect her or banish her. I believe she had been floating through space for some time. She's the owner of the Express. We joke around calling Pom Pom the conductor, but everyone knows Himiko is the boss. It all started with her encounter with the Astral Express, and they haven't been apart since then. She's extremely passionate, like a burning sun. However, she remains mysterious most of the time. Once in a while, you feel that she's burning herself out, trying to accomplish her dream. Only someone like her is worthy of the Astral Express. I think Himiko's vision of her whole life revolves around a very important dream. To be honest, I don't know when Pom Pom appeared. I think it was before I came to the Express. No, wait, maybe it was after. Pom Pom is like the spirit of the Astral Express. Whenever anyone on the Express needs help, they will appear immediately. It would be ill-advised to underestimate them. Pom Pom is terrifying when they get angry. Yes, it's terrifying. It's impossible to trace the origins of this phenomenon. When it's observed by humans, or should I say, once it begins to affect the physical world, it's already too late to reverse. It's like a sudden storm that appears on a calm ocean. This phenomenon causes the smooth journey through the expanse to be filled with dangers. The mechanism whereby this mutation and corrosion spreads is the stellarons. It promulgated rapidly, like cancer cells, so this is your first time experiencing, if you're really angry. It's impossible to trace the origins of this phenomenon. It's like a sudden storm that appears on a calm ocean. This phenomenon causes the smooth journey through the expanse to be filled with dangers. The mechanism whereby this mutation and corrosion spreads is the stellarons. It promulgated rapidly, like cancer cells, so the Interastral Peace Corporation named it the cancer of all worlds. They are the army ruled by the Eon of Destruction, Nanook. As Nanook's followers, they stand against all life and civilization and execute the will of destruction, disseminating chaos and calamity. Their actions cannot be explained by reason, because their only motivation and purpose is to destroy. Fragmentums are a phenomenon of corrosion. The mainstream school of thought is that stellarons catalyzed the appearance of fragmentums. All matter and space that comes into contact with the fragmentum will be turned into fragmentum creations. However, you don't have to feel too burdened. At the very least, the current state of the Stellaron in your body is very stable and will not cause distortion to the outside.
Oke, setelah ngobrol dengan Will, ngobrol sama Mark Shadden.
There you are! Wait, this is your first trip! So that should be double the excitement, right? You're just like Mr. Yang, always worrying about things that haven't even happened yet. Young people should be energetic. Here, let's do some relaxation exercises. The first step is to grab a hold of the root cause of your anxiety. Well, it is a little abstract, but basically you just need to pinpoint what's bothering you. The second step is to focus all your anxiety on that point. This is science! Don't get distracted. Focus. Now for step 3. Yank out that anxiety and cast it away with all your might. That doesn't mean it won't work. The best method for relieving anxiety is the one that works, right?
Yuk kita ngobrol sama Apam Pam.